Greetings and salutations, dear friends. Thank you for joining me on this fine day. We're going to be Preston's little helper for more today. Lots of Preston's helper forever and ever and ever. Good morning, Darkface. How are you doing?
Please, you've got to help me.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'm here to rescue you.
Oh my god, thank you. Let's
You're
go.
welcome. Pretty much. I still have to finish assembling one thing. But besides that, everything is wrapped and either under the tree or in storage. Dear Fuzzy tells me that you can't put everything under the tree before Christmas. Some of it you have to wait till Christmas Eve even. You know, just normal gifts, apparently. You have to wait until the kids are in bed to put them under the tree. So... well, it's actually my first Christmas with something to assemble. Oh, look at that, I missed some stuff. How could I miss these things? I wasn't carrying enough weight. Gotta wander back through the whole darn thing. But this thing, whew, the instructions make you wish for IKEA. Cause I was looking at them, and I thought I was still looking at the packing list, but I was actually looking at the first page of actual assembly instructions. So, and you have to occasionally wait for glue to dry, so it's just, I could get away without gluing parts, but that's just the way I roll. And I want to make sure it holds up nice and well for the kiddies. Yeah, it's just waiting for me to boot it together. Okay, Preston. Where the heck do you think you're going, buddy?
Hey.
Just point me to it.
What are the odds?
Over here.
Got it.
Move here.
Okay.
Here.
Consider it done. Sure. Here's my supply.
You actually being able to hold enough. Never give explosives to your followers, because they don't care. Damn it, Preston. I was hoping. Where's the map? I suppose I'm not that far from Good Neighbor, theoretically. Are you waiting for me? Do I have to walk you home?
Hope you ain't one of them synths. You're to spy on me.
Are you, like, gonna follow me? Oh boy. Is this an escort mission? You are so toast, little buddy. Alright. This is what we get for not being able to fast travel. Oh good, and you're throwing my sneaking off. This is awesome.
If you ain't been up to see Grey Garden, you should go. Whole place is run by robots.
I know, I know. So, word to the warning. There might be frequent breaks today. I had my first colonoscopy yesterday. So, I might need to make unscheduled trips while my body gets back to being used to itself. I humbly apologize. I'll turn off the headphones just in case. That's what my mom said. But I should have many more to look forward to because I am still relatively young. I turned 37 this year. Maybe I can sell enough here to fast travel. Did I lose my follower guy thing? As much as I like to talk about myself, I'm going to try really hard not to. Because I don't think most YouTubers want to hear that if they're watching a video game channel.
Everyone wants a piece of what I got.
Cricket.
I sure do, Cricket.
A melting face? Then I'm your girl.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Guns,
Just
guns,
attitude-wise,
more
Cricket's
just for
easily my favorite merchant. Batman seems right up your alley, Cricket. I know, but she's funny. At least that's how I look at it. I wasn't paying attention to my weight. Or her money, I mean.
Probably better unload some of that stuff.
That's a good idea, Preston. Come here.
Hey,
Go ahead.
I also don't generally go for the sort of things, because she's more of a heavy weapons person. So I also don't go for the stuff she sells, generally speaking. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. If it gets to be too much of a hassle or too often, I will call today short.
Hey.
I don't know how to thank you for that rescue you pulled off.
Lots of money.
You're welcome.
You should know we've decided to join the Minutemen. You can count on our help if you need it.
I just
He
wanted to
reminds
thank
me
you
of
again for
Pete
getting me
from
home safe. I won't forget what you've done for
the
me.
Goofy show. His voice. Never noticed it before. But I was just talking to, we watched some Disney Christmas stuff this morning, and Pete was on there, and I just realized how much that guy sounds like
Hey.
Pete.
Point it out.
What next?
I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs
Okay,
it.
I'll try not
I
to
can
talk
only
to you
help our
anymore,
cause.
Preston. Alright. I've got a couple other missions hanging out from you. Lord Hagen Beach. I know. I know. Okay, we are going to go up to Sanctuary and unload some of the stuff we're carting. Then we'll sell stuff, and then we'll go to North Hagen Beach and take care of the ghoul problem, I think it said. The problem with making Preston happy is there's no way I can keep up and actually, like, take care of all these settlements. Yawn.
Heads up.
What do you need?
All the things. I left any balls in you. I know I occasionally just hit stuff all. I know this part's real exciting. You know, I don't really know any voice actors' names except Luke Skywalker. I can't think. He did the voice for the Joker. Mark Hamill. And him being the Joker is really the only thing on my radar, voice actor-wise. I've considered trying to become a voice actor because people keep telling me I've got the voice for it all the time. Oh, I know. I'll, like, read something and be like, oh, he did that, but I don't remember who did what. I didn't even know there was a third mist. I remember the first mist Because it came out when I was in high school, and the library had a copy. Okay. We dressed our oldest daughter up as Chucky for Halloween one year. The library had the first Myst game when I was in high school.
Sure, let me just stop what I'm doing.
And I tried to play it, but getting to play it for 10 minutes a day, 5 days a week, isn't really that effective for a game like that, combined with the fact that everybody else was trying to make it for 5 days, 10 minutes a day, 5 days a week. And it just wasn't really feasible. But between how much time was available and the difficulty of the puzzles and all that stuff, I just didn't get very far with it. And then I never did I never even knew there was a freeze. I am somewhat familiar with Chucky. If you played some voices for me, I don't know if I'd be able to tell you which one he was. But so who does Dorif do in this game? My spouse is a little better with voices than I am. Like, she was real excited to hear the guy in charge of...
Don't think I won't hurt you.
Where are
Commonwealth justice for you.
Are we talking the original Frank Herbert Dune? Or are we talking the Sci-Fi Channel Dune?
We should get going.
Because I am a big Dune fan. And while I can't think of... I don't know the name of the actor who played him. The Frank Herbert Dune, I can picture in my face the guy who played Peter DeVries. But,
Yeah.
Hey, Carla.
Back again? Time to do business?
I don't
I'll take a
know
look. Sure.
I got a little bit of
that I could do that for the Sci-Fi Channel Dune. I've seen it a couple times, but it's just... It was too... not the original for me. I felt they really dumbed down the characters, and it kind of annoyed me. I know Frank Herbert's vision messed up all kinds of stuff, don't get me wrong. But, it just dumbed down the characters way too much for me on the Sci-Fi Channel version. Must be food that I'm carrying too much of. Oops. Can't sell the canned dog food. Or the corn. Hi, bloodhounds. It's been a while. How have you been? Carrying 46 potatoes? No wonder I'm encumbered. Okay. That's the one I was talking about that I like better. Probably just because it's the first one I saw. Oh, I'm excellent. We've been talking about Christmas, and I have to finish building my first ever Christmas build for children. And I've got to go back to my settlement and dump some potatoes. I am being Preston's little buddy right now. I'm working on Minutemen missions. That's where we are today. July 6, according to the loading screen. Oh, I have also, if you're interested, once I finish with these folks, and I do my hour here, I go to do an hour of Skyrim, if you're interested. I'm just gonna dump most of this food in here, and I will sort it out later. Because I'm working on those cages, and I don't know what I need. Alright. Now we gotta go to Nordhagen Beach. Whee! We'll go from County Crossing. Oh yeah, the wife got me the fancy updated version thing. Nordhagen Beach is run by Sense. I know they talked to the one by
You must be Preston Garvey. Glad to meet you. We need more people like you these days.
Thanks
Oh.
for saying that.
I just wanted you to know that you're appreciated. This is for you. It's nothing much,
so
but
beautiful.
I hope it'll help the cause.
Every little bit helps. We'll be sure to put this to good use.
I've got all the DLCs for this game that are available on PS4. I don't need to go check the add-ons. But I know when you get farther in the game, the one over by the power armor guys, where are the power armor guys? There's another farm. Maybe it's Nordhagen Beach? I'll know when I get there. I have not been to Nuka World yet. I'm focusing on the Minutemen. Well, I've been to Nuka World, but this character has not been to Nuka World. What the heck am I not sneaking for? Time to get irradiated. I need to get the one that stops you from getting irradiated by water. I have occasionally been attacked by rust devils, so there's that.
And they're off.
That's what I was thinking of, the Warwick Homestead.
Iron Maiden is still in the lead. This is one hell of a race.
Oh, I know. Nuka World, I feel, is a bit
It's a great night out on the
tough
track. Hey,
for
boys.
the level they give it to you at. I couldn't remember the name either, Darkface.
You all get your bets in. I sure did.
I think it's the Warwick Homestead is the one I was thinking of that was run by Sense.
We got some
Not that
fine odds in
Nordhagen
this
Beach
race.
might not be, but
Odds your uncle is coming up fast.
the Warwicks, they're mentioned in when you get to where all the synths are from, or whatever it's called.
What a race! What a race!
Yeah, well, it's a nice place to visit.
Got a good clean race today.
But no, when you go to the Institute, the Warwick Homestead is mentioned specifically on some of their computer terminals. But yeah, the DLCs for this really kick the difficulty up a notch. I think it depends entirely on the synth. Some of them are hiding, some of them are just don't even know they're a synth and just trying to live their lives. Some of them are specifically Grey Garden with all the robots? Or am I thinking of something else?
Got work to do.
Excuse me.
Talk now.
You're with the Minutemen, right?
I sure am.
The Minutemen are always happy to help. What did you need?
A pack of feral ghouls have holed up nearby, and some of them have started wandering out lately.
You don't have to be.
More of 'em
It
start
helps a
wandering
lot,
out
but
this
you
way.
could
We need
wander
to
over there at
find
level
them. We
1
need someone to clear them out.
if you have the DLC already.
I'm on it. It's as good as done.
I'll be glad to have them gone.
Oh, there goes a suit of X1. The National Armor Trading Ground, the National Guard Training Yard, has a level-dependent suit of power armor, so if you wait before you get close enough, long enough, it'll be a suit of X1, which obviously is my favorite power armor. I did not know that Grey Garden was an Institute settlement. Learn something new every day. But yeah,
Got word of a settlement that needs our help.
damn it, Preston.
I've had some bad news. Super mutants raided a settlement.
Hate it when that
Find out
happens.
where those bastards are coming from and put a stop to it.
There's the Warwick Homestead. Speak of the devil. But regarding Nuka World, you don't hear the radio station until you hit level 30. But, you can go over there. I don't have spending money. But you can go over there and activate Nuka World earlier with your, just by going over there. You have to fight some pretty high-level gunners. But the stress signal just came up. But it's entirely doable. Oh, okay, it's the radio beacon. Turn that noise off. Yeah, they're pretty high level, and you probably wouldn't survive if you went over there at level 1. I'm just saying it's possible. Okay, buddies. Time to kill me some ghouls. Hello, third person. How are you today? I'm clearing out the ghouls at the National Guard training ground to make the settlers at Nordhagen Beach happy. See, normally I will wait until I get all the perks and stuff before I free settlers. Or the merchants. I do kill all the
Don't find
raiders
those anymore.
eventually, but most of the time I'll wait until I get all the perks I can from like um, Booker Gage or Porter Gage, and being a warlord at the thing and all that stuff.
Good sight.
Uh-oh. They are raider perks, but they're also nice perks, some
Really
of
are one
them.
good guys, you know.
Did I finally get rid of you, Preston?
Thanks, Preston. I already know you think so.
I know, but I don't know if you really get it. How unusual you are. Since we met, I think you know I've really come to respect you, both as a leader and as a friend. Most people are just out for themselves.
There's a
one way
couple
or
really nice perks for
Even the good
snipers
ones.
to be
But
found
you're
in
different.
Nuka World.
You really care about other people, even when it isn't convenient or even
I
safe.
understand
I've
if
seen you
I
risk
know a
your
lot of
life
people
more than
who
once to
play
help people, just because it was the
RPGs
right thing
as
to do. I
RPGs
just wanted you to know
and
that,
stay in character for the whole
well,
thing.
that
And I
it
mostly
matters,
stay in character,
that you're
but
making a difference.
yeah, I'll do things for perks
You
most of the
just
time.
described yourself, Preston. I hope you realize that.
Quite the mutual admiration society we've got going here, huh? No,
You can mouth off
but I
to
hear
them.
you.
They're raiders. They
And
expect
thanks.
it.
Let's just agree to both keep that in mind going forward, huh? All right, enough chit-chat, huh?
Do I finally get to get rid of your butt? Or are we not quite there yet, Preston? So I didn't see the being that I got him that far. Oh, I guess I have to have him for a while longer. Stupid Preston. Alright. A nice guy right there. Memory serves correctly, there's something hidden. Oh, look at that. My wife was telling me that somebody did because they couldn't put new content in a mod for PlayStation 4. That somebody actually basically remastered all of New Vegas and made it a DLC of Fallout 4. So you can essentially take your Fallout 4 character and go play all of New Vegas. Maybe they're just working on it. I don't know. But she said something about that. Maybe that's what you're thinking of. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I'll get to the blimey radio signal. Thought there was usually a ghoul hiding in one of those pipes. Maybe not. Well, I've had issues trying to play those games. I don't know if it's my play style or if I was doing something, but I would invariably kill the game and it would not stop loading for me. So I never finished either of them, but I tried to play both of them. My wife had no problems. I like her just fine, which I know. I like her a lot more than I like me too. But and she has officially declared that it will totally be worth it to get mods if that mod does come to PS4. And I tried to do...
No point in leaving that for the scavengers.
I tried to play it again on the PS3, but after playing the PS4 for so long, I just can't stand the way the PS3 controller feels in my hands anymore. So I'm spoiled there, because I kind of wanted to start Oblivion back up, but I just can't deal with it anymore. Excuse me. So maybe somebody will do that as a mod for Skyrim. I would be on board with that. But I think it's going to be a while before I get to any of the DLC with this game, or only playing for an hour at a time and focusing on other things. I agree that they are good games. Oblivion was one of the first games that I ever played to completion. It did bother me some of the stuff I couldn't get because we play on PlayStation and not one of the other things. Like I never got to do the Oculary at the Mages Guild because that's just not available on PS3. Where's the other guy? Oh, there he is. I wish I was playing Oblivion occasionally. I really enjoyed that game. But Skyrim's good too. I often debate with myself whether I like the perks in Oblivion or the perks in Skyrim, the way they do them better. Do that with books sometimes. Oh, that's something new. The 4-year-old started Harry Potter. She got her birthday's in November. And then my family does a Christmas, Thanksgiving thing mixed together to get the family together for the holidays.
This is the kind of thing I have nightmares about.
Dead ghouls? Training grounds? So we had basically the family Christmas last weekend, and the 4-year-old got a copy of the first Harry Potter book, the illustrated edition. So she started listening to that at night. Okay. Finish exploring this part. So that's some news on the boring gamer front. Okay, gotta remember not to pick up keys. These keys are dumb. But in my spare time, I'm mostly playing Skyrim. I want your smelly old password that takes up place in my inventory. I can never put down. And then I don't get my hacking experience points. That's a really locked up wheelchair if a power armor can't move it. Alright, back downstairs. I generally play a game all the way through before I move on to another one. Or at least play it till I get too tired of it or something. You know, I had read that there's the leveled suit of power armor at the National Guard training ground. I always assumed they meant the one that was locked up. But it's occurred to me that maybe they were talking about this suit of T-51 that I'm wearing right now. Because I played through a couple times before I knew it existed. When I say played through, I don't mean completed the game. I mean started over because something happened with my character that I didn't like.
Got it.
Useful?
Nothing. I don't even know what might or may not be useful, Preston. Oh, Bloodhound left and I didn't even notice. I'm a terrible host. And this place has the sneaky ghouls. Or I thought it had the sneaky ghouls. So I'm used to them, like, crawling out of the walls or the ceiling after I walk through. I think that might be the first time I ever saw him standing there when I came in. I forgot to go up on the roof before I went inside. Distractions! Excuse me. Oh yeah. Thanks for your help, Preston. That was great. Punch you right in the face. Why do I keep you around? Oh yeah, because you'll give me a perk I won't even use. Stupid, wanting to get all the perks. What about you? Are you all ready for Christmas? I know you had a thing last week. Was that your Christmas, or you got more coming still? Yeah, I hate all followers. I'll be so happy when I've got all the perks from all of them, so I don't need them anymore. You want a tabletop game on Christmas? Or Christmas Eve? Or the tabletop game thing was last week, was Christmas dinner was for your tabletop game thing.
Nice.
We used to have little shindigs when we had an actual group in Toledo, but we haven't had anything like that since we moved back to Michigan. We had my family's thing last Saturday, or last Sunday. Fuzzy's dad is coming over on Sunday. And then I have to work Christmas, so we're gonna open presents with the kids as soon as I get home from work on Christmas Day. And we're having a slightly special dinner on Christmas Day. You're doing a great job watching my back today, Preston. Just excellent work. That is a very energetic box down there. I don't think Preston shot a single one of them. Not much help, Preston. That was not a good showing. I can see why you didn't put yourself in charge. Can't manage to shoot a ghoul.
Anything useful?
Watch you can't pick up. Ooh, I found 2 pool balls today. That's pretty nice. At least you shot your gun today. Lazy butt. I mean, you didn't hit anything with it, but it's the best you've done today. Oh yeah. Suppose I should have verified how far the flames would spread before I shot that. Do I want to go all the way back up there for the plunger? I don't think the plunger's probably worth it. Okay, there's at least one more ghoul. There he is. Already almost out of time. Time's fun when you're having flies. Might make it through this without being over encumbered. Not gonna hold my breath. Oh wow, I'm doing great. Oh, I think I forgot to mention that Amy's dad is coming over the day after Christmas. He's apparently got that whole week off, so he's coming over on the 26th. And we don't know yet whether or not we're expected to feed him dinner or not. Because he keeps forgetting to ask him. We got a ham just in case. Well, he's a little different in that regard. Sometimes yes, and sometimes no, and there's not really any way to predict it, I'm afraid. But he's bringing his girlfriend over, so that's probably a sign in the dinner direction. Give you an example of how he's a little different sometimes. Part of the reason he wants to come over here rather than have us come over there is because his girlfriend has a thing where she likes getting pictures in front of the Christmas tree, and he doesn't want to bother to put his up this year. Okay. I'm gonna run back to Sanctuary, drop off this power armor and some of my encumbrance, then I'll come back and get the other power armor, and then I'll call it a day. Excuse me. Yeah, her whole family, one way or another. Not that mine isn't special in its own special way in all kinds of different directions. Pretty sure I saw another pool ball while I was looting people. Oh yeah, good old 2-ball.
Huh?
Hey, Carla.
Hey there. Trading?
Let's see what you got.
You break it, you buy it.
Oh, you're still poor from the last time. You haven't been back to your home base.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't be very good company right now.
Fixing the power armor I banged up. Press the wrong button. Oh, wow. Sounds like my brother. I have a lot of relatives on my dad's side, and none on my mom's side. They do a thing on Christmas Eve, but we can't go for a couple reasons. First, there's a gift exchange, which we just can't afford right now. And I know everybody would tell me that that's not important and all that stuff, but I still feel weird going without contributing in any way. There's also the fact that it's about a 2.5-hour drive. And let's see, tonight I work 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then I don't even go home because there's no point in coming home because I start at 2 a.m. on Saturday. So to do Christmas Eve with them, let's see, I work 2 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. on Saturday. And then on Sunday, I work 2 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then I would be going there, getting there for like halfway through. Well, I suppose I probably wouldn't be having dinner then. But then eventually, probably around sometime between 6 and 8 o'clock, we'd head back home. So I can start at 1 a.m. on Christmas morning at work. So I already don't get enough sleep on the weekends, but it would just get too ridiculous if I were to even try to do the thing with the stuff there. A very small part of me just said, wouldn't it be neat if you...
Heads up.
What is it?
Wait there.
I'll stand ready.
Come on.
Aye.
No, it's not even covering. It is, although nobody's covering for me. It's, that's my normal shift.
Aye, ma'am.
And I just have good timing for the fact that it falls on Christmas. At least I'll be getting some extra money. Because apparently, they just told me the policy changed, and instead of getting time and a half all day for Christmas, the first 4 hours you don't get time and a half. But everything after those 4 you get time and a half. So I will be getting time and a half for 4 hours on Christmas Eve and 3 hours on Christmas. So it's the exact same if they didn't give me anything for Christmas Eve and they gave me all time and a half for Christmas like they did last year. It's going to work out to the exact same paycheck, but yeah, well, you know, if you don't have a lot of family, it's a nice thing to do. apparently I can't armor your duster, Mr. Preston. Give me your outfit.
Look alive.
I'm listening. Okay, this is what I've got.
I'll throw some armor on that thing for ya. You know what? I'm just gonna put you in the black vest and slacks. Oh, that's not an option. Where'd you go, buddy?
Look alive.
Okay.
Hold position.
What am I doing?
Moving out.
I'm on it, General.
There we go. Got you all gussied up. Okay. No, I can give him a fedora. I'm pretty sure I have fedoras in here. Bowler hat? There we go. That'll dress him up. Where are you, buddy?
Commonwealth's a lot bigger than I realized. You want to swap supplies? No problem.
Pompadour wig. Oh yeah. Now you look good. Yeah, I don't usually bother to ballistic weave hats. Okay, now to finish off the National Guard training ground. Kill a couple more ghouls, get another power armor, save my game, get off. Next week I'll start it with a bang, because there will be a ginormous Assaultron waiting, or not Assaultron, Sentry Bot waiting for me as soon as I step outside.
We're taking rags here.
Are we? I think that's leftover text for you, Preston. Boinky, boinky, boinky. If you push me into a laser tripwire, I am gonna rough you up. Actually, speaking, since we're not speaking about it anymore, speaking of the Nuka world, I always take the follower they give you, the Raiders, Porter Gage. I always put him in a dress. Every time. I forgot to zoom in. I really need a silencer for this thing. But I always put him in a dress. I figure it suits him. And I like classy settlements, so the guys are usually, I'll save tuxedos, red dresses, and sequin dresses. So everybody in my settlements is dressed up. Settlements are dressed up. Bad grammar, boring gamer.
Yes.
I've turned my oldest daughter into a fan of the song by Gayla Peavy, I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. She requested it while we were driving into town the other day. I had to tell her I can't control what songs come on the radio. We played it on YouTube as soon as we got home. Damn it, Preston. Why do you always gotta stand
Just point me to it.
Over
in
there.
front of
I'm
me?
on.
And then Fuzzy had to play Dominic the Christmas Donkey. So they got a 1-2 yesterday of awesome Christmas music. You know, I'd be an annoyed person if I got my Nuka-Cola lunchbox. God knows how much I paid for it because inflation. I mean, a magazine's $35. So pay like a couple $1,000 if you're lucky for your Nuka-Cola lunchbox. And you open it up, and wow, I got a blue plastic butter knife. That's amazing. Oh, a piece of broken chalk for me. Ugh. I was trying to pick up a wrench. Thank you very much. Eartha Kitt's Santa Baby is by far the best version of Santa Baby that I have heard on the radio. Madonna's isn't too bad, but she's got nothing on Eartha Kitt for that particular song. Eartha Kitt's got it going on. Plus, it helps that Fuzzy is a big fan of Eartha Kitt from Batman and her evil song, I Want to Be Evil. Alright, crazy kids. It's time for me to switch games. See you on the flip side.